I just heard from Paula that she's got technical issues.
So let's begin. I'm gonna ask you to mute yourselves, and I hope you have your journal or some piece of paper next to you to write your or record your messages. So let's begin by grounding ourselves, feeling our connection with beloved Mother Earth, with beloved Lady Gaia. Let's close our eyes and breathe deeply into the center of our hearts. How wonderful it is to feel that connection with our beloved I Am Presence, the commanding force of our lives. How beautiful it is to just come to this place and let go of everything that has happened to us up to this moment and enjoy this present moment, knowing that it is the only thing there is, it is the only real thing. How beautiful it is also to feel that connection with beloved Pachamama. So feel thick golden roots growing from your feet, growing down, down, thousands of miles deep into the center of the earth. Feel those golden roots attaching to the central core crystal at the very center of the earth and keeping you firmly grounded and attached to the earth. I'm going to invoke the presence of the earth dragons to help us and assist us in clearing all the ground below us and assist us in keeping us grounded. How beautiful it is also to invoke the presence of beloved Archangel Michael to surround us with a mighty blue shield of protection. As I am also invoking his legions of blue flame angels and the blue dragons to surround us. I'm gonna also call on the fire dragons to be here with us and feel them flying around you, building an etheric wall around you of mighty protection. And at the same time, they are consuming anything that is not vibrating to the highest will of God at this moment. How grateful I am for this beautiful activity of light. How grateful I am to know that we are all grounded and protected, that everything that's going to happen during our time together is in complete alignment with the holy will of God. And from this beautiful place, knowing that we are all one, that we are all connected by the cords of energy that surrounds everything in this planet, we are gonna invoke the presence of beloved Archangel Metatron and feel his mighty presence within us at this moment. And we are gonna ask beloved Metatron to run a column of high frequency golden orange ascension light down from our beloved I Am presence all the way down to our earth star chakra. And visualize that column of light glowing, opening all your existing chakras completely and clearing any remaining debris. We're gonna ask Archangel Metatron to touch, light up, and fully activate our stellar gateway, which is the gateway to all our monadic wisdom. It is about 15 inches above your head, See it as your own personal golden orange sun above you. And now visualize a bridge of light between yourself and Source. This is your Antakarana bridge. Visualize your bridge starting to energize and shine. Ask Archangel Mariel now to touch, light up, and fully activate the higher aspect of your soul star chakra, which is 7 inches below the stellar gateway, and is a glorious magenta pink. It contains all your soul's incredible knowledge and wisdom, and you can use these to activate your own personal skills and powers as a master. So take a few moments to visualize yourself using the skills you had in Golden Ascended Atlantis for your highest good. And now we are going to invoke Archangel Christiel to touch, light up, and fully activate our costal chakras above and slightly behind your crown chakra, so that it is a glorious, glowing, pure white. This is where you connect with the spiritual world, the angelic frequencies, and the unicorns. Here you access the secrets of deep peace and eternal life. So breathe in into that beautiful causal chakra. I'm calling now on beloved Archangel Jophiel to touch, light up, and fully activate our crown chakras, which are the thousand petaled lotus at the top of our head. This opens when you are ready to accept the codes of higher light and source wisdom. You can ask the unicorns to help you open the petals and visualize Archangel Jophiel pouring the golden white light of wisdom through this chakra into every facet of your being. I call now on beloved Archangel Raphael to touch, light up, and fully activate the crystal ball, which is your fifth dimensional third eye. See it as totally clear, enabling you to see through all the veils and dimensions. When you focus your thoughts, you truly become a co-creator with the divine. Now use the power of your third eye to co-create an abundance of all things by visualizing it. Also send healing with the focus of the mind by picturing divine perfection in all things. I now call on beloved Archangel Michael to touch, light up, and fully activate your royal blue fifth dimensional throat chakra. Archangel Michael will assist you to speak the languages of light and truth. Now communicate with the masters and angels on the golden ray. This is another facet of the many high-frequency light sources that are available. It is of a very high vibration and invoked in the same manner as any other spiritual energy. And now I call on beloved Archangel Chamuel to touch, light up, and fully activate the 33 petals of your heart until you hold a pure white rose with touches of soft pink in your heart chakra. You are now connected through Venus to the ninth dimensional aspect of the cosmic heart. This is the source of pure love that is channeled into usable facets by the higher realms. Be aware of Mother Mary, the universal angel, flooding your heart with love, compassion, and healing. And now we invoke beloved Archangel Uriel to touch, light up, and fully activate the ball of golden knowledge and wisdom that is your solar plexus chakra. Bring through your soul knowledge and all the knowledge of the earth so that you feel a golden cosmic glow here. You are united with all the wisdom you have accumulated on your soul journey. You are in alignment and trust with the universe. So relax and experience this. I call now on beloved Archangel Gabriel to touch, light up, and fully activate your welcoming radiant orange navel chakra. Sense your boundaries dissolving as your whole world becomes a family of light within a community of love. See yourself opening your arms to embrace all people and all cultures and creeds and experience oneness. I now ask Archangel Gabriel to touch, light up, and fully activate your iridescent pink sacral chakra, flooding it with transcendent love and harmony. Visualize all your cords with others dissolving and your relationships transforming into free and happy relationships. You are now free to experience the flow of higher love. And now I ask Archangel Gabriel to touch, light up, and fully activate your sparkling platinum base chakra so that your life is founded in trust that the universe will provide for your needs. See yourself relaxing into your role as a fifth dimensional master. You command all your needs from the universe and live in sheer bliss. I invoke the presence now of beloved Archangel Sandalphon to touch, light up, and fully activate your black and white or hematite gray earth star chakra, which is 12 inches below your feet. This is your personal Garden of Eden, and the seeds of your vast potential are held here. Take a few moments to visualize Archangel Sandalphon helping you to water and nurture the flourishing garden of who you truly can be. Your earth star is your connection to Hollow Earth, the seventh dimensional chakra in the center of the planet, where Lady Gaia resides. So sense filaments of light connecting you deep into Mother Earth. Have a sense of being loved and welcomed on Earth and truly belonging here. And now I invoke Archangel Metatron to pour down a pillar of golden orange ascension light. Visualize it as a radiant beam pouring down from your beloved I Am through your stellar gateway, right down into Hollow Earth. I ask Archangel Sandalphon to anchor the beam into Gaia. Archangel Metatron is now holding the construction and energy of your fifth dimensional Merkaba. Visualize him placing your Merkaba in the form of two interlinked pyramids of light, forming a six-pointed star over you. Feel yourself expanding in your fifth dimensional blueprint and light body. Breathe deeply and slowly as you integrate this energy. Feel every breath as pure source energy and every out breath as pure light. We are going to take some time in silence to relax and absorb this into every cell of our bodies as we spread this energy into our aura and our four bodies, our etheric, mental, emotional, and physical bodies. You can use also your journal at this moment to write whatever comes to you. And now a beautiful unicorn is standing in front of you, inviting you to go on a journey. So you climb onto this magnificent unicorn and let it carry you down a shaft of pure white light into hollow earth. This is the vast seven-dimensional chakra in the center of the earth, where every being, every civilization or culture that has ever incarnated is represented in etheric form. So feel how your unicorn glides with you through this wonderland. And you can see magnificent dragons, people from ancient cultures, animals, elementals, angels, and many beings of light. In the very center of hollow earth is a vast shimmering crystal pyramid. So your unicorns is stopping right in front of this beautiful pyramid. And you step off your unicorn and you enter the pyramid. And here in the center of the pyramid, waiting for you is Lady Gaia. She is a huge, wondrous blue-green angel. And she opens her heart, which radiates pink light, and gives you a warm smile of welcome. She reminds you how much she loves you and wants you on earth. She places her hand on your heart, and you may feel a buzz or a glow. Then she places your original invitation to earth into it. And she reactivates it with a special high frequency humming sound. Know you belong. Feel it in your heart. And let's take a moment in the silence to enjoy this precious time with Lady Gaia. Have with you your journal so you can record any message from her. Let's take a deep breath as we give thanks to Lady Gaia, and take a look of this beautiful pyramid, her home, in the heart, in the center of the earth. Know that you can come here anytime. So you walk outside of this pyramid now. Take a look at the surroundings here. You can see that your unicorn is waiting for you. So you jump up onto your unicorn as you glide again through hollow earth, admiring this wonderland. As you start to come up and up to the place where you started this journey, where your unicorn is placing you. Say goodbye to your unicorn. Send it your love and gratitude. And let's breathe in deeply as we slowly start to feel our bodies. Wiggle your toes and your fingers. Take several deep breaths. Feel your connection through your roots to the center of the earth. Feel that you are absolutely protected. Feel Archangel Sandalphon and the earth dragons keeping you grounded. And slowly open your eyes. And how grateful I am. How grateful I am for this beautiful journey, for this beautiful activity of light, for the knowledge and the awareness that now we can activate our 12 chakra system, that we belong here in this beautiful planet Earth, that we can take our rightful place and remember why we came here. How grateful I am for the loving guidance of beloved Lady Gaia. How grateful I am now that I can see her light and feel her light like never before. I give thanks for beloved Archangel Metatron, for his light, for his help, his guidance, not only to us, but for many, many universes across many galaxies. I give thanks that we are open to receive more information, more guidance. I call on our beloved I Am presences to take absolute dominion and control of our beings, to pour through us divine guidance, wisdom, and discernment as we activate these centers of light and let ourselves be lifted up into higher dimensions. How grateful I am to know also that we are absolutely masters walking this human experience. And I'm grateful for the awareness, for the knowledge that we are here to experience these wonderful, wonderful feelings of being all powerful, all God beings. And we are here also to spread this light as we assist others on their journeys. I give thanks for all the beautiful archangels that are here supporting us and enlightening our path. I give thanks. I give thanks for all our teams, our guides, angels, unicorns, dragons, elementals, and all the beings of love and light that are here cheering us up and supporting us on this journey. How grateful I am for our loving community to be able to do this work together, knowing that we are never alone. With a full heart filled with love and gratitude, I bless our time together, knowing it is going to be absolutely beautiful. So I release my words into the law of Mother, Father, God that does all the work and does all the magic, knowing it is done, it is perfect, and it is complete. And so it is, and so I let it be. Beloved, I am. Beloved, I am. Beloved, I am. You are all muted.
Thank you. That was so beautiful.
Yes.
We're a little speechless.
Yeah, it's a lot to integrate.
Powerful. Yes.
Good. So, and yeah, it's so easy to get ungrounded with this work. I learned an exercise to visualize a ball of light under your right foot and send that beam of light all the way to your earth star chakra and feel the light coming up to your left foot and crossing over to your right foot. So you have like an inverse triangle anchoring down into your earth star chakra.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
So let's take this time to share anything in particular that you want to talk about the reading. Our reading was with Lady Gaia. And that connection of why did we incarnate on this earth this time? And feeling that we truly belong to this planet.
And the thought that we were personally invited by Lady Gaia. I love the fact that this book brings the material we've been studying for so long into a sentient experience rather than just an intellectual one, you know, where we can feel what happens at each place and feel that relationship and to experience the beingness of all these aspects. You know, it's just mind-boggling. It's fabulous.
Yeah. It's very, very powerful. And there's a lot of energy, like I told you in my email. I don't recommend that you jump and read. It's easy, it's an easy reading, so you can fly through the reading, but it's important that you absorb everything.
I too love, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Well, Paula already mentioned the invitation, but that really struck me in the reading, how Lady Gaia wanted each of us to be here and to feel this is our home, you know, and we're here for, I don't know if I would call it a mission, but I forget what word she used, but that really touched me, that we have a personal invitation to be here. We're needed. Each one of us are needed right now.
Yeah, I think we are doing the job of the ascension for ourselves, but we are also very connected with the ascension of the planet. And part of our job is to assist the planet in its ascension.
Mhm.
And the other thing that during your meditation, what really struck me was the golden orange ascension column, I guess, that you activated. Yeah, very beautiful. And that the energies are expanded from what we've been studying. So it's allowing it to move and shift. Like we're all shape shifting with this energy. The other thing was the causal chakra, to feel that. And I know in Egypt they worked a lot with the causal chakra. So a lot of times the depiction of the like Nefertiti would wear these crowns, and
Yeah.
the Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt was often symbolized by something not only on the head, but in the forehead and on the heart. So that kind of, I don't know, I guess maybe it's activating some memories.
It is opening the gateway to your connection with the angelic realm, with all the beings of light. Even more.
Mhm.
How long did it take you to feel more comfortable with this?
With the 12 chakra activation, well, the first time I did it, it was very powerful because we did it with chanting, with colors, and that day I had to go to the bank after and do several things, and it wasn't good. I came back in a shock. My head was exploding. So I learned the hard way that we need to ground, really, really ground.
And are the 12 chakras kind of correlated with the 12 rays?
You know, I feel that there are many variations. I've been asking this, and one of the messages I received is let go of your mind and use more your feelings and your discernment. The other thing that I've learned is as we move up in the dimensions, we start seeing things differently, like we see different colors and different vibrations. So this is something that struck me at the beginning, that I was very in the 7 rays and that's it. And I have to be honest, I had to open my mind for more. And also with the roles of the archangels, I feel that they are moving to different roles. And you see, everything is changing in our world. It's impossible to think that they are not changing either. So I guess this is one other message, is that you are the master here. And as you gotta start acting as a master and receiving the information and interpreting the information also.
I got a message about that too, that it's not linear, that it's very circular and it's very much moving, and to not get stuck thinking everything has to be a certain way. I mean, I think that's a very human trait that we have, that we want to put everything in a box and want to understand it in a certain way. Um, what's been delicious for me is reconnecting with Metatron, and Metatron revealed to me that he is actually the Archangel. Metatron is a step down transformer that we're using in this book, but he said he's actually the divine director. I was like, whoa, because we hear about the divine director in the Bridge to Freedom work. And about 20 years ago, I remember waking up. I was actually visiting Michael's family. We were visiting his family in New Jersey, and woke up and saw this golden matrix, just to see like a flower of life. It was on the ceiling, and now I'm starting to see that again, which is really cool. It's like a visual for me that really represents Metatron. So I'm so excited to reconnect with Metatron. And I just want to share too that the exercise with the family was really profound for me. Writing, really getting into the higher self of each of my family members, my original family, which there are 6 of us kids, and it was so liberating for me to see what really was the message behind the personality. It was really powerful. Really liked that exercise. Yeah. I loved the meditation today. Thank you, Alejandra. That was beautiful. And it was, an exercise for me too of letting go what I think I know, because I heard names that I don't understand yet, and having
You're going to start meeting those archangels as we go along in the book.
Yeah.
So just be open. Yeah. And we are going to start like meeting new beings like the unicorns. What are your experiences with the unicorns?
So much joy in their presence. Oh, yeah. And the sense of getting on my unicorn wasn't how, like, we've all gotten on a horse. It's almost like I felt myself flying to get on the back of the unicorn, like levitating. So that was a new experience. Yeah.
And it was wonderful also to know that the unicorns are ascended horses, white horses.
Mm-hmm.
So I got the feeling that there is a huge world that we need to discover with the animal kingdom. Not only, through the unicorns and many other animals.
I loved reading in the book about, she went into detail in Atlantis about all the different temples that were there. And there was one temple where they worked with all the animals, and that the animals were here to help us with our ascension too. And how the children had something like a dog that they were given right when they were born, and it stayed with them till they were 16. So they always had, and they had did they have a unicorn too? It was a dog and something else, but that was with them. I loved reading that. And if you had 3 kids, you had 3 of those dogs too.
Beautiful. Yeah, and the other thing is that connection with Atlantis. How did you feel that? Did you feel that connection of being there?
I haven't felt it yet.
No?
No.
I did. Yeah, especially reading about the temples and the connection with the star beings, and yeah.
And there's a lot of connection, like you say, with the star beings.
Mhm.
So it's also related that we came from one of the stars.
Mm-hmm.
So it's tidying up with the work that we have been doing.
Yes, because they talked about Lyra and Sirius and Pleiades and Orion. Yeah. And we just read about that in the last book.
Yeah.
With Gregory.
And the portal in Lyra is mentioned also.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the unicorns are coming through. And the unicorns come through that portal to the moon, and from the moon here. So every time we
It's
have
just
a full
incredible.
moon, we have this huge flow of unicorns, and the full moon is on the 26th. So I invite you to connect with that.
It's also a lunar eclipse, so it's a powerful opening.
I found it really interesting to learn that all the planets in our solar system are hollow
Mm.
and that they all have life, and that having life isn't such a surprise. Life as we know it, we haven't seen yet, but you know, it's just fabulous.
Yeah, there is life everywhere.
Mhm.
We were told to believe that we were the only living creatures in the universe.
Yeah, how else could we have been subjugated the way we have been?
Yeah.
You know?
It's interesting because the way that they're presenting, I just listened to a few little clips because they've seen some UFOs, right? And they're talking about it on the news. And they're still talking about it the same way, which I cannot wait for this dialogue to stop. It's like, well, some people might think it's an extraterrestrial, but we know that's not the case, you know, and they just immediately like put in that to me opinion. It's not factual, right? It's just their guess. But everyone seems to do that still, you know, that still. I think Alejandro, what was that movie you told me about? It was like the guy from Venus, remember? That
It's a
came.
book.
Oh
It's a
yeah.
book. Like the book is called "Stranger in the Pentagon." That one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Stranger in the Pentagon. And even someone that would come and present themselves and stay for 2 years. And, you know, it was just fascinating how there's still a denial, like, let's just call this, or aliens are, you know, scary and they're going to come and get us, right? That's like such a huge river of consciousness in our belief system right now as humanity goes. And I'm just so curious to see how, because I really believe there's going to be an opening now. There's going to be an opening for us to really start to see more of our star brothers and sisters. And I think this denial that people, the news always presents it that way, like, well, we saw this, but we know that's not real. You know, they just immediately put something in right afterwards that's just completely,
Yeah.
oh, well, we gotta trust these news people because they know what they're talking about. BS. So
And I
sorry.
think we gotta start listening to and following things that are not related to mass media.
Mhm.
I believe more of the truth is out there. Mary, you're muted. We can't hear you.
Sorry about that.
I saw you wanted
Wait.
to say something.
I'm just agreeing with all that you're saying.
Mm.
Basically, you know, that they keep lying to us.
And they manipulated the news and give you one huge earthquake when something important is happening on, and you totally forget about it because they focus your attention wherever they want you.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
And
why I
there's
don't listen
huge
to it very much.
manipulation.
You know, so,
I wanted to, my husband's very interested in this because he's a scientist and we've been watching. There was something called Full Disclosure that came out by a medical doctor. I think it was in 2008, and they had a press conference. And they had all these people who had been silenced by the government who had interactions with UFOs. They have, and they at some point were sworn that they, you know, to secrecy, and they've retired, and they're all coming out and giving testimony about how the media has been manipulating things. So if you want more information on that, I can maybe put some things together. There's some
I would like that.
things to watch,
yeah.
but it's been very interesting with some of
Mhm.
the technology that they're using, of course, for military. And my husband's in, he launches rockets. So it's very interesting that.
Have you listened to any of Corey Good's work, Lita?
No, I know Alejandra told me about Corey.
Yeah.
And there's a whole thing called Contact in the Desert, with all these people who have contact with extraterrestrials. And anyway, so it's a whole nother subject. Yeah.
Yeah, and just a word of caution there. It is amazing, but I think there is a lot of ego within these people and conspiracy that you have to be aware of also.
Mhm.
And yes, just use your discernment. Whatever is not loving or whatever causes fear is not in alignment.
And
And
is
there's
it
so much-
life-giving?
Yeah, there's so
Yeah.
much fear on this. I like working with the archangels and the ascended masters and the unicorns and the dragons,
Yeah, me too.
elementals.
I came to the conclusion that you cannot be of service if you are afraid and angry. so
That's true.
So true.
That makes sense.
be aware of your own energy field and how those stories make you feel.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, and to realize, I think what keeps me grounded a lot of the time is realizing that my true core belief and knowing that all there is love. That's love is the only real thing of the universe. Love is the glue of the universe. So if something makes me feel fearful or scared, it is not of the light,
Mhm.
you know? And so I don't even give it any time. And if you don't attract it, I mean, if you don't allow yourself to engage, it's been my experience, it doesn't come after you, because it has so many darkness has a lot of volunteers.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, but I think that unveiling the truth is so important.
Mhm.
When it's also constructive and it's going to be for the greater good.
Is it life-giving?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
inclusive and joyful and
And affirming.
Absolutely.
I have to tell you that I'm taking Cryon's class on DNA right now, and it's
Ooh.
fascinating that actually, I just want to say this out loud, that our DNA, we come with all of our angels and guides already. They're all within us. And I love that because I've thought about that, how we're projecting out like this, like Mother Mary's out here, like, Metatron's out here, but really all of this is taking place within us.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, it just really continues to blow out that myth that there's separation at all.
yes, we are the entire cast of characters
Absolutely.
ourselves. And yeah.
That's why they say we're the ones we're waiting for.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's interesting you say that, Jennifer, because that's always been my experience when, people say, do you see? I see, but I see inside of myself.
Mhm.
I don't think I see, very rarely do I see outside of myself a being. It always seems that it's a knowing, seeing, feeling. It's all encompassing. So that's a huge difference.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing, I think I would like to see the extraterrestrials, but I think I'm kind of afraid too.
But maybe it's your brother that you left over there when you decided to come here.
Your home planet.
Your
You
home
think
planet.
What do you think you look like on your home planet, Paula?
maybe you left your
Think you have
brother
the
for a
cheeks like
reason.
I think that
maybe
in higher dimensions we recognize everything by by the vibration, not through the physical forms. You can feel if that person is beautiful because the energy fields are vibrating that way.
Mm.
It
I
reminds
think
me
the concept of beauty is different.
Mhm. It has to be.
hasn't
It
it
has
been
to be.
said somewhere? I don't know, it wasn't in the academy that I was reading this, that Jesus and is of a race or whatever, that they only have one eye and no mouth. Oh, I think that was when I was doing some work with Catherine May. And that was a little bit strange. So, but um, have you, would beings on other planets, they would look different,
Well,
but
they
would they
say
actually,
it's a a mass decision. Like sometimes they decide they don't need a physical body anymore and become etheric beings, and they decide together that they want to look this way or that way. I think our last book was great in describing
yeah,
how there were different
Mhm.
looks from different planets.
Yeah, that made sense.
and how the one who wasn't accepted because he looked so different. And so there's just so much to absorb. It's so exciting.
Yeah.
Mm.
What were your thoughts with the great central sun?
I'm behind on my reading, so I can't answer.
Me
Sorry.
too.
Well,
Me
for
too.
me,
I'm
it was
sorry.
the answer of all. When you listen, there's great influx of energy coming to the planet. For instance, it is like the light of God is coming more and more and more to awaken people. And why
Mhm.
we feel so unsettled at those times, it is because the light is pulling up the shadows. It doesn't say this in the book, but this is my interpretation. So things are coming up with so much light for us to clear. So this came to me so clear when we listen to, there is this astrological alignment. So this portal is opening. So there are these influxes of light that come. It's like Helios is like a portal from the sun, beyond the sun, that all the energy from the source is coming down. So it is pretty amazing.
I noticed for myself that now I'm being shown with the light. It's being reflected and mirrored to me aspects of my personality or um, the way I show up in the world. It just hits me between the eyes, and I find that I will feel very unsettled and knocked off center, and feeling guilt, feeling shame, feeling um, you know all those good Catholic feelings. And then I realized that it's really just a mirror showing does this serve you or anyone? And if it doesn't, stop it. And that just really takes me aback. But it's incredible how big of a physical or an etheric oomph it feels to me. Does anybody else get that kind of a stuff?
Not yet.
Maybe you're ahead of me.
No, I think I'm behind you.
We're all going through initiations.
Yeah.
I think
And they're
that's
all
maybe
very unique.
Yes.
Mhm.
They're
Thank you,
profoundly individual and so universal at the same time.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Good.
Mhm.
One thing I loved hearing is that there's three layers of our DNA that are Lemurian.
That are what?
Lemurian?
Lemurian?
Lemurian.
Oh,
Lemurian.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's why when we do the work around Lemuria, we feel like we're home, that home feeling,
Yes.
because it's so much in our DNA.
Mhm.
Good.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
So if you don't have anything else, we can close the meeting now.
Thank you,
No, we
Alejandro.
went 5
Thank
minutes
This is,
over
I love this book. Good choice. Thank
the.
you.
Thank you. So let's pray us out. Let me pray us out. How grateful I am for this beautiful time together. How grateful I am to be able to uncover new messages, new information, to get together in the comfort and security of this beautiful circle so we can be open and share our experiences and just be open and not afraid of what we speak. How beautiful it is to have this sacred space for learning, for growing, for sharing, for assisting others. How grateful I am to know that we are walking this path together, that we are open to receive more and more guidance, more and more information. How grateful I am to say thank you to the magnificent beings of love and light that are walking also this path along us. Mm. I give thanks. I give thanks for the opportunity we have to grow, to expand. And as we expand, we share our light with others, and others benefit from our light. I feel that our work as light workers is being so beautifully expressed by all the light that we can expand and share with others, not even needing to talk or say anything, just being in one place and being and working with ourselves. I give thanks also for the knowledge to know that we are masters walking this path, that everything we will ever need is already within us, that we don't need anything, just we need to go into that journey of discovery, knowing that we can connect with that joy that ignites everything around us, knowing that we can take care of our vibrations, our fields, our energies, knowing that we can honor our physical bodies and everything in our physical worlds, and also connect with the higher realms. We can jump between lower and upper dimensions and see this as a beautiful journey experience. How grateful I am to know that we are already multidimensional and we embrace everything in our lives. I give thanks because I feel in my heart this feeling of anticipation, of beauty, of surprises coming in our ways. So I'm grateful for all of these. And I know that we are all prepared for more. With a full heart, I bless each and every one of us as we go on our ways, knowing that we are going to have beautiful and amazing experiences, knowing that we are going to be searching for the good and the joy in everything in our lives, knowing that we are going to accept every lower experience and love ourselves even more. So with great gratitude, I release my words into the love, Father, Mother, God that does all the work, knowing it is done, it is perfect, and it is complete. And so it is, and so I let it be. Beloved, I am. Beloved, I am. Beloved, I
But
am.
I am. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Love you.
Very
You-
nice.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you very much.
beautiful day.
You too.
Yes, you
You
too. Thank you.
also.
Birthday this week.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Take care.
See you.
Bye.
See you
Bye.
at 12 o'clock.
Yes, that's true.